right, here we go. Friday morning, 0 DTE. I'm going to try to see if I can get filled on this guy right here. Signal flashing. I'm going to start off at 85. Come on, 85. I'm not sure about the 85. Let's say 80. So went to 80 on that. Got filled at 80. So we're in at 80. 14 contracts now at 80. Let's come over here. We'll lock this in. And then I'm going to set my automatic profit taking order. So on this, it's we buy these back at 30, which will give us 700 if the trade works out. So I'm going to set this guy up, set up my profit taking order at 30. Make sure it's working. There it is. So I'm trying to buy these back at 30. Okay. And let's come over here. We'll lock it. We'll uncheck this so we can monitor the live price right there. Here is our risk graph. I'm going to move this over. Okay, so we're down a little bit already. We have this relentless move up from the SPX, from everything. Okay, so let's head on over to the room. We'll eavesdrop on Rod's room for a little bit, his trading room. This is where we trade the micro futures, leveraging the prop accounts, the prop companies. So we get in here every morning and we trade. I can get you a free trial in here if you want to come in. If you want to come in and hang out with us. Come on over. Come on in. It's warm. The water's warm. Let's move that there. And yeah, just if you'd like to get in here, just email me, leave a comment below, or email me. Go to my website and email me through my website. And I can get you a free trial in here, and you can come in and hang out and trade the micro futures day trading strategy. All right, let's turn him on and see what's going on. Is he on?
This order's getting rejected. All right, we're in short on the MNQ here in TapStep X. Let's put a little limit buy in here. Russell, I think that's a VPOC shift up there to 2113s. Crude oil coming down the other way, and gold doing nothing but torturing me. Bitcoin making a run for 70,000. Why not? And the ZN doing a whole lot of nothing. Nothing, honey. So we got the S&P outside the bands there. We are outside day up. There's no more ads. There's just nothing to do. So I sit on my hands there on these unprofitable positions. Got the Dow up as well. And I look to try to get some more NASDAQ on here, but I need a pullback. If you're offsides a little bit and short, there's no ads here. Just hold what you got. Hold what you got. What I got? I got 2 turntables and a microphone. What I got? There you go. Look at Dan's screenshot there. 2 small reds and 6 or 7 nice greens. Sweet greens. Sweet greens. All right, I didn't even check. Did we have any news at 9 Central? Any 9 Central news that can do anything for us? Yep. See that? There's the Dow, and here's the S&P. Do. Yes, I am short 2. Short 2. God, we got did the Dow just hit 39,000? It did. 39,000. 39,000. Very blow-offy top, as I say. Blow-offy toppy. Toppy blow-offy. I spar with a guy named Adrian, who is a ex-MMA guy, and we're going to talk about the big MMA fight this weekend. Look at this. Look at these moves. All right. At this blow-offy thing, I am going to add one here. It's getting a little silly, like a little silly. All right, stopped out. Stepped out. I'm short here in demo land too on the kind of everything here. No more ads for me on the NASDAQ on this Top Step X. We're just going to let it come in a little bit maybe. Just a little silly. It's just a little silly. But, God, I'm short from 51.81, and it ain't working out. It ain't working out. It ain't working out. Everything's strong. It all be strong. Friday mornings. Life is very short, and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friends. Let's just go up to 18,400. Come on. Let's do it. Let's hit it. There we go. Maybe one more burst. There's another burst. Here I'm actually going to sell that. I think it's not clear on whether the Top Step X is working. I'm not sure it's working. Is it working? Make sure you check out your rules of projection. Your rules of projection. Oh, now I'm seeing some of this strength. The January non-farm payrolls were revised to 229 from 353. So that helps the bull case. That helps the bull case. In case you were needing some bull case help. All right, well, the good news was we did not short any more Russell. But I will hit it here. We'll hit it here. Uh-oh, Top Step X. Here's the good news, is the thing is not working. I tried to MNQ, sell market. Did that work? Do I have a 2-lot on now? This is so small and so far away from my old ass eyes, I can't even tell. But I think we got a 2-lot on there. It just keeps going higher. Where's the rule of projection? Look at the pre-market cheat sheet. Pre-market checklist, not cheat sheet. We call it a checklist. It's the pre-market checklist. Check it out. Check it out for yourself. Check it out for yourself. Yes, it's time to put the monkeys on there. Which chart do we want to put the monkeys on? Let's put the monkeys on the MES chart. We're going to put the monkeys on the MES chart. Okay, monkeys incoming. Or the squirrels. Do we want the squirrels today? Squirrels or the monkeys? Let's use the situational fluency. We want the squirrels? All right, I think these are the squirrels. Yeah, all right, let's do the squirrels because they're happy. So put the squirrels right here. Remember, I'm still long the NASDAQ. I mean, again, in the real world, I'm short the June contract, which is destroying me, down 7,000 right now. But, I'm okay. Down $7,012. So here on the screen for everybody, we'll show being long 1 MNQ, just in honor of the short position. Is there a way to increase the font size? The font size on what? Not sure I understand. You can increase the font size on the trading platform. Just right click and go to yeah, you can't do that. If you develop some bad habits in sim like that, they're not going to go away. There should be no. The problem with staying in sim, Todd, as we talked, I didn't mention it yesterday. You're better served actually getting some of these prop accounts, even if you're paying 10 or 15 bucks for them. They'll feel slightly different. If you stay in sim for too long, it's very hard for people to treat sim realistically, and then you'll make different decisions. You'll be all over the shop. But either way, just put some squirrels on your chart. Put squirrels up there. Shout out to Rebecca for her outstanding dolly skills. All right, the Dow came in a little bit here. So let me show you what I do here is a little graceful exit so that I can sell another one. Remember, we do the same thing. This is how we do it. Well, there's a Bullinox code. All right. All right. All right, all right. All right. For a moment there, we're just down 6,000 on the NASDAQ. Let's see if we can get a big old reversal. Big old reversal.
Order filled.
Crude oil. The only thing not participating in today's fund. Look at gold. Just never giving me any relief. Right back to highs. Nazi. Would've, coulda, shoulda. You guys are all right, one more time in here. Again, it's getting pretty extended. Let's take a look at the today. Apple's participating, so they couldn't even leave Apple out of it. Maybe even Tesla goes green. SMCI up $62.53. NVIDIA, God, can you imagine? So these momentum players have billions and billions and billions and billions of levered buying power to do that. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I don't believe that there is new long-term investors picking up Nvidia here at $966. But I could be wrong. I'm wrong all the time. Wrong all the time. God, we got stopped out again. Mm-mm. I would agree. So there could be definitely a lot of intermarket market maker action, but you just think that they would have learned their lesson on how to hedge that differently back from the GameStop stuff. I know a lot of talk about degen. It's buying any tiny pullback in the Nasdaq. It's like I get 10 points. Go long. Yeah, we'll never know all the inner workings. I mean, I would agree if there was like any large players, but I just can't see a whole lot of large players paying up for that kind of premium, even in a more quality name like Nvidia. So how hurt could they possibly get on retail? Like they already take they perfectly price the calls, or they juice them up, so you're way overpaying. And then how much exposure do they really have on those short calls that you'd be seeing? I don't know. We'll never know. I mean, the bottom line is that this is uncharted territory. We've seen things like this before, many, 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 many times. But to see a stock with trillions of dollars of market cap, and then this thing is just pure nonsense, pure speculative nonsense, pure speculative nonsense. Here's the deal, gang. This is a great lesson in you just have to be right sized for this type of action. Micros, don't add any more into the nonsense and the insanity. S&P, can we get a down candle? Can we get a down candle? So you're saying there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. All right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, we got to take one at this swing level. This was kind of a bad ad there. Bad ad. That was a bad ad. Goodness. Yep, the degens buy the calls, but how many calls can they really buy? Somebody tell me what the 0 DTE 950s are today on NVIDIA. I mean, I could look it up. I'll look it up. Ladies and gentlemen, what's the stock trading at? 966. Sorry. So let's take the 990s. The 990 calls are selling for $2.67. Sorry, 285. I always look at the bid. They're 285 on the offer. Get yourself buy a 10 lot there, gang. Come on, jump on in. $3,000. We could get to 990 today. Why not? Oh, 5 days. That's for rookies. Get in there with the 0 DTEs. Seem like you should be able to sell those, shouldn't you? All right, get ready to collapse. Here we go. What happened there? Now this is all messed up. How come I can't even keep this straight for like...
Hey, Dad.
What's up?
Oh, never mind. I was going to tell you a joke.
I don't understand. All right. Honestly, don't know what's going on.
Dad, you want to hear a joke?
You tell me a joke? Hey, come on over here. Come over here and talk to me. I'd love to hear it.
There you go, Russell. Who's short the Russell? Coming in a little bit.
Alright, Dad.
Okay, hold on. Let's do. This is a joke.
Yeah.
From my son Connor.
Yep. Alright. So what do you call a rich man on a highway?
What do you call a rich man on a highway?
Yeah. Or what do you call?
I don't know.
A cashway.
Hey, I just got an idea. We should do a dad joke. You can tell a dad joke every morning on my YouTube channel.
Well, I can't think of dad jokes.
Well, I got a whole book of them. We'll get a book. Okay? That was a good one. Cashway. You rock, Connor.
Essentially, these are shorts here in the NASDAQ up here, not longs, but I'm going to try to squeeze this last bit of juice out of this lemon. How's everybody doing today? Todd B, apparently not so great, but how's everybody else? Let's do, we don't need to do our stuff yet, but.
Okay, I'm going to. How am I going to do this? I'm going to duck out. So I'm doing an experimental trade on a different strategy altogether that I want to set up, but I don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet, mostly because I don't know if it's going to work. And I'm not sure. I'm testing it for like a 2-week period, 1 to 2 week period. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blur out here or black out for about 2 to 3 minutes at max, I think, while I put this trade on, and just have it working in the background. So what I'm about to do is a trade, a totally, completely different strategy, totally different trade, not this one. This one right here, the one that we're monitoring right now, we're at like a break even right now. So here we go. Bear with me. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So I didn't get filled on that, but it's out there working. So I'm just gonna let it sit out there and work. This is the other experimental trade that has nothing to do with this strategy. It's a completely different trade, but I just want to. I'm doing a test on this for a couple weeks. All right, so let's go back to where we were. Our position right now, we are just slight loss. And let's head back to the room. We'll turn the room on, see what's going on over here again.
gonna sell it here. Be careful. Be careful. All right, we got 1 more minute left in this candle. I'm gonna go refresh with coffee, and then we'll go into the home stretch today. We'll see what happens in the home stretch. I can't even get an add-on at the +2s on the long side. This is definitely an ad here. New high by 10 points would be 46.50s. Let's do that. Boom. Ba-dum-bum. All right, there's 7:30. I think it might be time for the squirrels again. We're going to do the squirrels up here. I'm going to go refresh my coffee. Who's short the Dow, though? Let's celebrate some success here. Come on now. Look at us. If you ever want to know why we just do the Dow, in fact, I'm going to take another one right here and then you know, I know not everyone can be multi-contract trading. I get it. But I'll take this. This is how we stay in the game, baby. We don't need no squirrels on this chart. We don't need no squirrels on this chart. All right, coffee time.
I'm not sure what that was, but I think that was my experimental trade. Let me look real quick. I think that's today's experiment. Yes, our experimental trade is on. All right. So I'll be filling you in on the details of that soon, as long as everything continues as it is and goes according to plan. So here we go. We're back at it. Let's see. Let's put the room on. Let's see if we got. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so here we go. We're down. We're about halfway there now. Come on. Let's do it.
All right, we're in the home stretch. Let's take some off here. We can remove the squirrels for a moment. Who's getting healthy on the NASDAQ? I'm actually going to buy market here. Counts here. And Top Step X. Let's just take this. See? Don't have to wait for the exact target. This thing's been strong, as we know. Let's pop back up, hit it again. We'll hit the +2s. Nice move from the Dow. We almost got to prior session VPOC, which would have been our target there. And finally, the S&P's coming in a little bit. All right, Ocean Grown, I love it. Yeah, in my prop accounts over here, I got healthy too. So that's what the prop accounts look like. Whenever I see this that's red, then I'm like, oh, do I have longs that are not supposed to be? I don't know why that's down $409 on a 2-lot of the MGC. I don't know about you, but I don't think that's good. All right. It's enough of a retracement here that I am going to take one. Okay. So far today, I'm connected to 4 things. Trade Evade over here on Take Profit. You can see right in front of you the positions there. Remember, I was offsides on an S&P short, but didn't add, just held through that and caught a couple nice little NASDAQ shorts. And then over here on Top Step X, this is ridiculously large. Let's make it a little smaller. All right. So Top Step X, that looks like I'm gonna take off the short here on the S&P. So that's $170 in profit there. Got these accounts back up to 50,600. So that'll work. And then over here, I'm in some positions here where I'm short the NASDAQ still, and short the Dow Jones, and short the MES, which I have not taken any off. We're getting some nice vol in here now. Nice move. There you go. Come to Butthead. So you guys got healthy? All right, good question from Luke. Let me publish this in here. Let's see. Show message to all. So, talk a little bit about deciding to hold current contracts or something like that, MES versus added. Okay, here's the key. Actually, let me see if there's someone in the group that could answer why there was no ads in the MES today. Only a hold. Only a hold or a close. If it's threatening your risk budget, you're in too early, take one off, even if it starts to threaten your risk budget. Don't hold a 2 lot. If you're in only on a 1 lot, there's nothing to do. But why was there was no levels. That's it. There's no other levels. We're outside day up. That's it. That's you guys got it, right? If you look on the, let's look on a 5-minute here, because it'll look a little different. So we're talking about MES shorts where we're in too early, okay? Comes back here. Now, let's make this bigger. And it was very clear on, you cannot add. You're outside day up, and you're outside the bands. Now, I wouldn't honestly be mad at you if you had the risk budget and you did add, and here's why. Here's why. Not because I was saying it's a blow off toppy or eventually we have to reverse or all this stuff or how the markets act on a Friday or whatever, but the answer is contained in volatility, right? We've had about a 50-point range in the S&P today. And that's our expected range, 54 points. So as you continue to march higher, it gets more and more unlikely that we're going to add another leg, at least not in this period of time, right? All bets are off later in the day. You know, they want to get long and crazy right into the close. Who knows? I have no idea. But and this NASDAQ right back up. So I had an opportunity to take almost all of it off, and I didn't. But in the real world, I'm long still, so that's fine. Anyway, hopefully that answers the question. You need to have levels, and especially when we're outside day up, right? This is easier to see here. We're outside up. Do you want to make up something and say I can short R1 and I can short developing value area high? Sure. You can do that. Developing area high is a level. R1 and all the pivots are generally just there for reference for me, but and on the Dow Jones, I gracefully exited one right here. And no ads for me there either. That was a loss, but that's fine. It was at the level that we came back to. And then we just missed again the final target here. So I'm going to stay short the Dow as well. Nice. Ocean grown. I love it. Crush it, baby. Are you being modest or did you get lucky? I mean, what does get lucky mean to you? I would say you got lucky if you added without any levels or bought and went long. Like for me on the long today on this NASDAQ, it's just flat out lucky that it keeps popping back up. It is a little bit of lucky because I've been buying at some pretty crappy levels. I'm going to take one here on the SIM accounts. God dang, it just keeps running away. There we go. So now, see how we have the beautifulness of these swing levels to give you these little levels to work off of? Little levels to work off of. Pretty little levels. Pretty little levels. Oh, that's a nice move. That's a really nice move. But I'm going to wait for VWAP. Who's waiting for a VWAP touch? Oh, we got our Dow competition going on there. Brad threw that in there. Guys should have crushed the Dow today. Everybody crushed the Dow today. Come on now. Dow was easy peasy. The Dow was easy peasy. I almost want to sell another one right here. I'm going to. Too easy peasy on the Dow. Come on, VWAP.
What's up, dude?
You want Starbucks?
Sure. You got everything you need?
Yeah, just enough for one of us.
Heck yeah.
All right, stopped out there. I'll be fine to sell new highs. I'm going to chirp a little bit today because this was a perfect example of, look, no one's supposed to ever follow what I'm doing. It's not about that. It's not a signal room, nothing like that. And it sounds like from the chat today, I'm digging that people are assessing kind of either what went wrong or how they did things. But it can be a little bit of a comparison against my positions if you want to sort of see how this works. I never got close to violating my risk budget on any of these, and all it took was a little retracement in the NASDAQ to get pretty healthy. Now, but I'm still in the MES shorts, which have not worked. You know, the Dow short, fine. The MES short has not come in at all. So if that ends up coming in, and I've done no ads there, it could be a pretty nice day here. But I run the risk of, giving a lot of this back by staying short the NASDAQ here. Because dang, it keeps going, huh? All right. I'm going to get this to crater for you guys by just covering. So finally covered there. Now play the swing level here. Now if we can ever get the S&P to go down, we'll be in good shape. Now that NASDAQ has worked out so well, I'm going to go and rest orders to sell the new highs there on the Listen, and today, any day that you stay within 5% of your max risk budget, your daily risk budget, and when I say, I mean to the downside, on a red day. If it's $250 and you close it at $265, and every single position reverses from where you got out, that was a great trading day. You did fantastic. If you were in there mixing it up today and not sitting on your hands, you did good. The reason is we had enough volatility this morning. We had plenty of movement. All on the one candle because of the jobs report. Okay? It's not okay on different types of days when we have super narrow range, maybe 15 points overnight in the S&P, and it starts to pick a direction, upside or downside, but especially to the upside, and you just start shorting with narrow range. And then it moves 20, 30, 40 points against you, and you're like, oh, this all sucks. It's a trend day. When all it is an hour where it moves in one direction or the other, and you're on the wrong side. At one point this morning on my June NASDAQ shorts, I was down about $7,000. Now I'm down 3,800. But those positions, by the way, the NASDAQ June is trading 18,620s, just to give you an idea of the spread differential there. It's almost 280 points. But the overall portfolio up today due to real nice results from the ZN and the ZT. All right. I'm going to hit it again. A little early. Nice P&LP today. All right, let's officially do our P&L and EC scores. Got about 10 minutes left, a little less. How'd you guys do? I'm hoping that a day like this just didn't stress people out. There's no need to be stressed. I mean, look at the S&P, the Dow Jones. It only really went about $50 max. Maximum adverse excursion on your shorts if your first shorts were at prior session high. No relief from the S&P. All right, we just touched plus ones again on the NASDAQ. Okay, we do have 80 people in here, so let's get a few more. Let's get a few more folks to share your day. Okay, if you haven't done it in the past, just share your day. Be much appreciated. There we go. All right, keep them coming. Keep them coming. Yeah, remember, we've really dropped off there on people posting their weeks, but we have weekly performance. So please drop your weekly performance in here. It'd be really helpful to the group. It's the best way to track your results. Throw that in there. We got the Rewind Thursday up as well, if you want to check that out from yesterday. Nazi just looks like it's got another leg higher in it. Like it's got another leg higher. On its way to the plus twos, 429s are your plus twos.
Order filled.
Nice, Rebecca. That's fantastic. What platform is that with the blue in the background? Is that just your... What platform is that? All right, I'm going to gracefully exit right here. Sell the swing high again. Oh, Motive Wave. Cool. So Motive Wave has a replicator of some kind, or you're copying trades to Motive Wave? How are you doing that? How are you doing that? Oh, cool. All right, there we go. I'm going to hit it early. Ultimate target is VWAP, but now I can come back in here. That's a pretty good day. I'm up about $380 across all of these accounts. I'll take it. As soon as the S&P comes in, we're going to be crushing. Oh, that wasn't a good level there. Who's short the Nazi looking for VWAP? Guys short Nazi looking for VWAP? I believe, I could be mistaken, but I think so. I think, she can correct me if I'm wrong, but during the sale that we had over leap year, Rebecca upgraded to a lifetime membership. And the reason that's important, not only is it a great commitment to herself and to her education and to all the goodness of being here forever, but we'll leave this out there at any time, folks. So if you ever want to contact Brad and you're on any other kind of plan, we will allow you to apply everything that you've paid on quarterly or monthly or anything like that to just upgrading to lifetime. So there's a lot of people, including Todd yesterday, that start on smaller plans, which I totally get it. But if you're ever like, man, look at that move. There we go. Very nice. All right, I'm gonna take one here on the S&P. It's the first retracement that we've seen. Who hit VWAP there? Anyway, you guys can always upgrade. Okay. You see that next month quarterly payment coming due, and you're like, I got a job, I'm doing some other things. Instead of thinking canceling and ending it, just apply what you've paid before, upgrade, and then you have a lifetime membership. You can come back whenever you want. We've been at this now for 5 years, 2019 to 2024, 5 years. It's our 5-year anniversary. We'll be here for many more. There goes the Nasdaq. Everybody should be getting healthy. Let's take one here on the Dow. I'm getting super healthy here, finally. Come on.
Okay, here we go. We should get filled pretty quickly here. If we don't, I might just get out with a nickel at 35. I don't want to what do they say? Don't be fickle for a nickel. Or, no, don't be a tick for a dick. Don't be a dick for a tick. Let's see. I may change this to 35 and just... Wouldn't that suck to just have that thing turn around on you? Come right up to the brink of giving you your money and then... Let's say 35. See what happens. It's showing 35. Looks like we just got filled on that. Oh, one of these again. Partial. So it filled. There it goes. So we got them all at 35. All right, so we're out. So let's take a look at what we wound up with. 630. I'm not sure. As I'm sitting here watching this every day, I'm thinking that there's... Because a lot of times we'll see this come up and we'll see our trade come up and get in a pretty good profit, like even 50% of our profit. And then it'll back off. And potentially even back off and go to a loss. So I'm trying to figure out maybe a smart way to do a trailing stop on these spreads, but I haven't quite figured out exactly how that might work. I mean, I know how to technically do it. Like we could say 50%, like in this example, once we get halfway to our profit target, take 50% and then just leave the other 50% on. But that's going to decrease our, our overall stats and data and all that stuff. So I'm just thinking along those lines. If anybody out there has listened to this still in this middle here and has any clever ideas for how to take a trailing stop, and not technically, I know how to technically do it, but like a strategy, like take it off in thirds, take it off in half, and then maybe take the other half and the other half you leave on, maybe try to get a little bit more to make up that difference. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. Anyway, let's open up our Excel spreadsheet. Here's our Excel spreadsheet. So today we did 14 contracts. Today is 3/8. 3/8/24. 3/8/24. We made 630. 630. Profit. Oh, this again. What's up with that? I've screwed up my Excel sheet. I had everything so perfect. And okay, so total risk in this trade was 58.80. 58.80, and the time in trade, we'll say an hour and 10 minutes. So that's 70 minutes. 70 minutes. And where does that take us here? Is that right? That doesn't look right. Does anyone out there know how to make sure this thing updates? So it said 65. Oh, maybe it did. 65. I always forget to check the number before I. So the total that it had a second ago was 65 something. So that's our wins over there, 13,275. Our losses 6685, and then together is 65. So it did. Okay. I'll just have to double check that number before I put in the each day's number to see if it changes. Okay, so let's see where we're at as far as contract size for our next trade. So we're at 65.90. Okay, so 65.90, so let's say 420. 420 times 15 contracts is 63. Yeah, so we can do 15 next. And I'm just curious, what is 16 contracts? 67. So we're getting up there, guys. If we can just get out of this funk that we've been in. So we've had, well, I mean, it's, I don't know. Let's look at all the losses. So there were quite a few losses, average-wise, towards the beginning. Then we had this long stretch of winners. We had another pretty good stretch of winners. That was a doozy. Back to back to back. Okay, so then we came back in. We had this long stretch here. Look at this stretch of winners, and then loss. So they kind of spaced out evenly, I guess. Doesn't feel like it when you take them. Okay, so there we go. That's it for this one. This is a Friday, so I don't think I'll have another chance to put a trade on today. This is a weird day for me, kid-wise. There's like a lot of school kid stuff on Fridays, but who knows? Maybe. If so, I'll see you in a few, and if not, I'll see you next week. So if you'd like to follow along with me on these trades, just make sure you're subscribed to that channel below, my YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, and also be sure to join me on my website. I'll leave a link to my website in the description below. Head on over there, sign up for my free email newsletter, and when you do that, you'll get a welcome email from me, and like an automatic welcome email will be sent to you right away. Just reply back to that welcome email, say, hey, what's up? I'll get back to you, and we'll go from there. All right, that's it for this one. See you next time.